All right, we've kind of already talked about a multiplicity. So anytime you have a polynomial function and a factor has more than just a 1 up here, so whether it's a square, see how k is greater than 1, square, cube, whatever, then this is called a repeated 0 with a multiplicity of k. So what happens is, if your k is an odd number, so say a 3 or a 5, then your graph will actually cross at that point. So this is for if you have a multiplicity of 3, 5, actually, even if you have just a 1, if you have an x minus something to the 1 power, that's going to cross. If it is even, then that means you are going to just touch the x-axis. So if you have like a square, a fourth, or a sixth, then you're going to just touch the x-axis at that point. So what we want to do here for example 6 is we're going to plug this function into our graph, find all of our real zeros, and we want to list any multiplicities if we have any. So let's go to our calculator, and we're going to go to our y equals, and we're going to type in our function. So we have x to the 5th minus, make sure you use minus, not the negative sign, x to the 3rd. And I'm pretty sure that is the 3rd bell that has occurred in these notes today, so I'm kind of sorry. X squared minus 4x minus 1. So here is our graph. We go to y equals. Well, looks like we have 1, 2, 3 real zeros. So to find your real zeros, what you need to do is hit second, trace. That takes you to your calculate menu, and before we use 3 and 4 to find our max and mins, we're going to use number 2 to find our zeros. Now to do your left bound and right bound, that's the same as we've done before. You can either cursor left and right, or you can just type in a number. Now this, you're not real sure if it's left. Well, this has to be left because your graph is going up from left to right. So if it's below your x-axis, that can be your left bound. And then you choose some point that's to the right of it, in this case, is above your x-axis. And there's a tiny little spot where you can find your zeros. Hit enter for guess. Here is your 0. And notice your y is equal to 0. So you have 1, 0 at x equals negative 1.86. We need to find our other 0 over here. Looks like it's about at 0, 0. We don't know. So let's say second, calculate. 2 for our zeros. And I know this is between negative 1 and a 1. So I'm just going to type in negative 1 for my left bound, 1 for my right bound. Enter. And you get a negative 0.25. So close to 0, but not close enough. Negative 0.25. And then our last one is over here. That looks like it's between 2 and 3. However, I'm going to choose 1 and 3 because I'm not real sure if that is 2. So if we say second trace, 2 for 0, left bound is 1, right bound is 3. So it's going to find it between those two arrows. Hit enter for the guess. And, 2.11. So I imagine some of you might have actually just said, it's close enough. No, it is not. There are your 3 real zeros.